Hello everyone, it's Hachen, and I'm starting a playthrough that I've been looking forward to doing for a pretty long time. Hand of Fate. If you want to know about this game, or how to play this game, by all means check out the review, because I'm not going to be explaining the mechanics here. I'm just going to be reading cards and playing the game, and maybe ranting about a few things here and there, you know. Making funny voices, doing what I do.
One more for the game. Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates. And you come to my table to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
Let's get this started.
The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of. Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
Jack of Dust. The bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his followers to steal gold on each hit. In the ruins of an ancient temple, among the eternally shifting sand dunes, lives the mysterious leader of the desert bandits, infamous for his reign of terror over any spice caravans that dare take their chances traveling through this domain. He rules as a king over the barren lands.
Let the cards fall where they may. We begin.
Mr. Lionel! Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes the seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin poorly disguised as a human. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel, it is. If you give me what I need, boy, I'll conjure you up your heart's desires with this wizard wand of my own creation. He cackles in control of you for a few moments and sits patiently waiting for your answer. What do you need, Mr. Lionel? I have what I need. What do you need? Need? I need to help you, boy. Mr. Lionel taps... I don't know what type of accent I'm doing, by the way. Mr. Lionel taps his staff on the ground and a shield materializes at your feet. There you go, old bean. He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellow teeth. Your face reminds me of my son, it does. Have I met you before? Have I?
I cannot expect you to get by without some protection. You
That's
can
what
now
she said.
reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Fair Merith. I'm not
Speaking
surprised
of
to
she.
find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
That's one of the things about this game. He keeps suggesting that like all of these cards are made from your memories. Like he's pulled your memories into the cards because he continues to say that they are of his creation, but he also continues to say that they are your memories, so it's weird. And I know I've been repeating myself. Anyway, one day in the shitty forest you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? I would ask for supplies. This bread will sustain you for many days. It's leavened bread.
I'm sure you're
Because that's a
grateful
thing.
for that.
Oh, I'm very grateful for this. Many enchanted weapons have powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle, but only if their wielder remembers to use them. Farewell, mortal. That has no bearing on what you gave me. You didn't give me weapons, you gave me food.
That first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
See, this guy gets me. I totally agree. You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls of the canyon are covered with thick vines, perfect for climbing.
Choose from these options.
Very carefully you make your way down to the bottom of the canyon. You retrieve the weapon. I get one weapon card. There we go. And I'll take that
A
X.
moment to savor. That will make you much more effective.
Indeed,
Your journey is well
it will.
begun. This is what I was looking for. You show some aptitude for the game.
While crossing...
Perhaps this will not be as boring as I thought.
If you keep interrupting me, I'll make it less boring. While crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement from below. It's an ambush! It's a trap! Oh, Admiral Akbar. I didn't know you were in this game.
You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
You recover what you can from the dead. See, this game has gotten a lot
A
of
strong
flack
left arm is as
from...
important as a strong right arm, after all.
Hey you, trying to talk. A lot of people have been giving this game flack for its Arkham-style combat because they're talking about like high production values are needed for Arkham combat to work well. But like, a lot of those people seem very like elitist reviewers. Like they've been doing it for a few years, so I give them credit that they have the experience and everything. But I mean, to the average player, you know, is Arkham combat really any less effective and any less cool if it doesn't have a high production team behind it, like Shadow of Mordor or the Arkham games themselves? Or is it still cool because, hey, it's a cool and easy combat system? I mean, this game's key component isn't even its combat. It's all about the cards and the story and the mystery behind everything. The combat
Take your
is just...
time if you like. I've waited long enough.
Quiet you. The combat in this seems more just to break up a monotony of just reading cards and stuff. And it's an effective way to do it too. And it's also better than having cards create the outcome of a combat. It also gives some harder
An
struggle
ambush.
too.
Hardly fair, is it?
I don't know. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Suddenly, a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. But apparently not an ambush. Oh, maybe it is. Weapons bristle from the trees around you, their wielder's faces obscured by the undergrowth. Give us your gold or die. I'll attack ye. You shout a battle cry and raise your weapon. A battle begins. I don't know. If you guys ever want a review from an average player, then I'll give you reviews from an average standpoint. But I'm not gonna say don't watch the guys that have the experience. There's a reason why people watch them. They know their stuff. They have their good knowledge base. They've developed it over the years. I'm just saying, if you want an average gamer's point of view on a game, by all means, point me towards the game and I'll give you an average review of it. Search the bodies for loot.
A peasant's weapon, but effective nonetheless. You have reached my first champion. A good man, driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron I forge my tools. Now we see your metal.
It's weird. These are supposed to be your memories, but he makes it sound like the enemies like the Jack of Dust from his court are his creations, almost. Whatever. I'll beat him up all the same. And the Four of Dust. Alright. You ain't got crap on Jack.
Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
That was very nice swelling of the music.
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few fall at the first hurdle. None reach the last. We have wagered, and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine. As you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained.
I'm just gonna let you guys read these.
Shall we deal again?
I think we shall.
Ah, good. Now you understand the basics. We can begin in earnest. Your hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
Jack of Skulls. Serving as captains to squads of lesser skeletons, these unholy abominations strike fear into the hearts of all warm-blooded folk. For until this fiend is defeated, their legions are effectively endless.
Time for you to face my undead army. Meet the Jack of Skulls.
Oops. I meant to do my own customization of it. At least give me a second axe, jeez. like to keep these 3 because, like I said before, the combat helps break up monotony. Let's start.
I will add my own cards to the deck.
Deal me
How
in.
boring life would be without a little spice. Play for life and death. Prepare yourself.
Oh, my body is prepared.
It lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin. I have worked on these cards all my days, and the canyon has been there from the outset. Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, here's what I'd do. Really love that shield. Thank you, Mr.
Fling
Lionel.
your opponent's challenges back in their faces.
Marith! How's it going, Marith? Can I get some supplies? Thank you, Marith.
One of my cards. A small benefit. I will not be so graceful for long. Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
Alright, I didn't read it, but it's a
If you were
shop.
wondering
It's on the
why
side
you've
of the
been
road.
collecting all that gold, you now have your answer.
Oh, what
We're
gold?
starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
I don't have any gold. I don't even have anything to sell. Oh no!
A cave, traps, and the hope of treasure. It's all I could ask for, and more.
He gets me! I just wish I was better at these types of things. Don't these shadows just look great, guys? All full of death and stuff.
Now we begin to raise the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Kind of like Forward to the Sky. I say I'm bad at it, and then I just turn out to be a liar. I should always say I'm bad at things like this. I'm okay with being called a
extra
liar.
health, but
when
it is only
this is a
a
result.
momentary respite.
After opening the chest, the traps lay dormant, and you make your way back
The
to
token
safety.
is yours. Well done.
Thank you. Goblins. Being stout and meek, goblins know they cannot use strength or fear to survive. They rely more on mischievous methods. They steal from you when you're asleep and escape through magical portals. They're treasure goblins. Sorry. Scavengers of the earth tell tales of the hidden vaults of these goblins hide their ill-gotten loot in. Their portals are made by dark magic, unkind to all but themselves.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
One night you awaken to find your belongings being rifled through by goblins. As soon as they notice you're stirring, they run away with a piece of your equipment. They also stole some of your golden food. Not in that order. Jerks. I will say the nice thing about goblins is that if you beat them, you can actually end up getting more than what they took from you. He took my shield. Oh, that one's the first one gone. I need that shield. Get back here. I just kicked him. A beautiful kick. Yeah! See, I'm leaving with more than what they took. I liberated other people's loot from them.
I always thought it was
Captain of the
best to
Guard.
avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns.
You hear a shout from up ahead and the sounds of battle. Racing forward, you discover a warrior surrounded by undead. Broken bones litter the area around the man, but there is still more closing in on him. He also appears badly injured. "Stranger!" he calls out as he throws his weapon to you. "Here, take my mace and put an end to these monstrosities."
It's a
Holy
lump
damage.
of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
It's got spikes. Chill. Don't be so critical of it. Ow. Dang it. I was trying to do a shield bash in the wrong direction. He stops to look around at all of the bone fragments. More of them here than I would have suspected. Some new whore must be... He decided to settle in these parts and brought its minions. I must head back to the capital and report this to the Duke. Watch your step, friend. There's something more powerful at work than just these skeletons.
Bound once more, seeking the heart of it all. Good. Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
Yeah, that's all. You see an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. By skeletons and bandits, yep. Attempt to take them by surprise. Yeah. Thought I followed that one right. Suddenly, you leap into the fray, taking one of them down before they can even react. I'm gonna take down the skeletons. Because bandits are a heck of a lot easier to fight. Suck a D, suck a D, suck a D, suck a D. You loot the room. Yay, an axe.
Are you
Wow,
a
that's
woodsman
amazing.
turned warrior now?
No.
Take the token.
Sweet.
It is yours.
Bandit attack.
Our bandits are displeased with your challenges.
A group of bandits suddenly attacks. The King of Dust isn't happy about you killing his men. Not happy about me killing his men, so he sends more men for me to kill. I'm just gonna make him really angry, aren't I? At this rate, anyway. Suck it. Among the bodies you find a scrap of parchment with a rough description of you, plus an offer of a reward from the King of Dust. Apparently he paid the award beforehand. That seems like a really nice bandit.
I'm sure it's not called Dead Man's Gorge without reason.
I get ambushed by 2 skeletons. Oh no, whatever will I do? Probably beat them up. One thing I really don't like about skeletons, yes, you can block their attack, but they can block your counterattack. Kinda like that. Not terribly strong though. His bones are still rolling. He was rolling in his grave. Ah! You recover what you can from the dead. The
I'm sure you're
dead,
grateful for
that is. Actually I am.
Distinctly average. What do you expect me to say? Congratulations. Armor protects you from damage. The best armor, of course, does so much more.
Right. True. In a shady grove off the beaten path, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. I think all of them say the same thing, except the wizard's hut and the healer's hut. I'm gonna sell that and that. That's it. I got a bunch of foods. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm impressed. Few select these sorts of weapons because nobody ever anticipates being in peril. Such misplaced confidence is usually their downfall.
Nope, don't need that anymore.
Perfect for bludgeoning the undead.
Still got 61 gold? Heck, I'll take the healer's cap too.
Increasing the effect of one sort of magic with another. All you need is a channel for power, and it's simple enough. You can always review your cards here.
I was just making sure it was all equipped. Oh, look at that.
The undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous in the world, yet in no natural form. A wrongness, an error, cheating.
Jack of Skulls. This tenacious undead is usually difficult to lay to rest. In addition to sheer strength, this skeleton has the power to revive recently defeated skeletons in its close vicinity. And bottom part I already read.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
Looks like there's 2. And a 4. Of course there's a 4 skulls. You ain't got Jack. Jack.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
Really? Down already? That seems rather lackluster. That mace really is stupid strong.
Ah, well done. Well done indeed. But you have roused the dead in their dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it.
Nothing bad, I'm
Now
sure.
our wager becomes more interesting. Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges I pose? That is the question, is it not?
A queen of dust, huh?
Shall we deal again?
I think we'll deal again next time.